Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a GW Tiger, Geschützwagen Tiger. It's the Tier 9 German SPG. It's located on the east spawn of Airfield and it's under the command of giddyliddy of REBRN. Now it's got the 21cm gun I can see, and she's got alpha damage of 1100, penetrating 53mm of armour. And she's not going to move very far from the spawn point. I think she's decided she's going to park herself right at the back of the map and sit there. Okay, she's right at the back. And the hold for this Arty comes from the Tiger 2. Now, she's started aiming for the enemy. Go on to Temple Mount first. Now, one of the problems with the German SPGs is they have a very narrow arc of fire, and that means that if you have to adjust your aim, you have to move the vehicle, and that gives you massive reticule bloom, and you might see that very shortly. Yes, she had to move the vehicle just there, and we're looking at a Wizzy 1201 FT, which is a Tier 8 Chinese premium tank destroyer. Oh, looks like a Scorpion G is only getting away from the spawn point very, very late. But she's lost sight of him, and although she's dialing in, yep, he's gone. No more sign of him. Well, you work with what you can see, and in this case, you can see that Wizzy 1201 FT keeps popping up on that rise. So if she dials in on that position, then sooner or later he'll pop up, and she'll put a round into him. She's gone over to the other side. And yes, and lo and behold, he's popped up again. Now, if she'd been dialed in on that spot, she would have got a hit then. But now she's got to wait until she's fully dialed in before she can fire. Obviously, the enemy Arty is firing at our guys in that amphitheatre because he just stunned the Object 430 and the UDES. And the 430 happens to be the platoon mate of giddyliddy. Okay, there's the 120. But she's adjusting and going after the T100 LT. And unfortunately he moved away. Going back to that Wizzy 120 again. He keeps popping up. And giddyliddy just lets him get away. Adjust the aim. That's it. It's perfect. Oh no, she wasn't happy. And you see that shell miss. She actually aimed it to one side of the vehicle, not on the vehicle itself, and so she missed. And that Scorpion's taken a huge amount of damage, and he's gone. You have to aim the reticule on the target if you want to get a hit. Okay, she's now going for an E100 over in Heavy Alley, and there's a Nudes in the pocket. I know Klaus calls that the pocket, that little spot. And it looks like they're all being lit up by an EBR 105 who's proximity spotting them and stopping them from using the pocket. Yep, he keeps popping around there, lighting them all up and then pulling away. Okay, now going back to that Wizzy 120. As I said before, if she dialed in on that spot, she would have had a kill by now. I think that Wizzy 120 would have been hit at least a couple of times. If you just fix on a specific spot where someone keeps popping up, just hold your aim there. There he is. He's coming to view again. And you just got hit by your platoon mate. And you're not even trying to hit him. Now she fires. And she misses. Oh dear. giddyliddy's not having a very good day, it appears. Now stay with the target, I'd say, under these circumstances. But no, giddyliddy's gone over to Heavy Alley again, and she's not really in a very good position to actually shoot down into that alley because those rocks are in the way. She might be able to get a hit on that E100. She's marked that as the target. She fires at the E100 and it lands in front of him. And that Wizzy 120 is still popping up at the same spot. I'll keep saying it because she's missing a perfect target. She should have killed that one by now. Yeah, she's adjusted her aim now. She's going after him. And her platoon mate's there, and the platoon mate might actually be able to get a shot into him. He's already been hit by the other teammate, and, well, her platoon mate killed the Wizzy 120. So at least she did get some benefit out of that through her platoon. We've lost sight of the rest of the enemy, and her platoon mate's pulling down from Temple Mount. He's turning around and actually coming back, I think. Or is he going to readjust and go to the south? Ah, this is why he went round. There's a black dog, and oh my god, her shot took out 2 enemy tanks with 1 shot. She got a Bombardier. She got the T100 LT and the black dog with 1 shot. We was too high to see the exact impact, but she was in the god mode. But yes, she did hit both with 1 shot. I think she splashed them both to death. She's going for the ELC Evan-90 now, who's sitting on top of that rock. And Harry Spotter is keeping him there. Rounds out. And that's another kill. So after a bad start to the game, she's now getting more kills. She got 3 kills, which makes her the lead scorer in the game. I don't think the enemy team would be too happy. They lost 2 of their light tanks in 1 fell swoop. And then lost another one shortly later to the same player. Unfortunately, we're not doing so well here because we're 2 tanks down on the enemy, and they have basically broken through in the heavy alley area. They've just killed the Gorilla 15 in the pocket on our side of the map, and we missed the Wizzy 120, that one. They had 2 of them. And there's only 4 members left on the team. The 2 Artys, which is the Object 261 to the south, and of course her platoon mate in the Object 430. And he's found one of the enemy Artys, a GWE 100, but he's being chased by an AMX 30. And Harry Spotter killed the AMX 30. But here comes the enemy force. We've locked on to the Wizzy 120, and it's a kill. She hit him with a 21cm shell direct on, and it wiped him out. It looks like it hit his rear. She's now pulling away as fast as she can, but she's not a fast tank. She is based on a heavy tank, as I said, the Tiger II, which means she's going to be fairly slow, and those enemy tanks might get behind her. Well, she's loaded, so she's going to get at least another shot. Unfortunately, her teammate, Harry Spotter, was actually taken out. We didn't see that because we were busy watching what she did with the other enemies. Here comes one of the enemy tanks. It's the T110E4. She's locked on, dialing in, and she gets blown up. But the Object 261 got the kill on the E4. So at least she picked up some spotting assist. And that 261 is now the last member of the enemy team, or of her team rather, alive. But he won't be alive for very long because he's now got 4 members of the enemy team after him. One of which is an UDES 16 and the other one an E100. I think the UDES 16 will get to him first. Object 261, designed and based on the hull of the IS-7. Again, it's based on a heavy tank, so it's very slow. Whereas that UDES 16 is going to catch up with him fairly quickly. That's a medium tank. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an enemy Arty around the corner waiting for him. Well, it looks like both Arty have actually located themselves up here in the northwest corner. If they're not here, then they might have already gone to the enemy camp. Yep, they're definitely looking for him because none of them are camping. So it's only going to be a matter of time before they catch up. Well, they've started capping, which is surprising. Two in the cap. If she fires, or if he fires, actually, it's New Bobo. If he fires, they'll know where he is, and they'll probably send somebody out to try and find him. Or they'll tell the Udes. Oh, it's going to be over very quickly now. It looks like he's not going to try and get a reset, or is he? No, looks like he's not going to even bother. Oh! Fires one off at the end, so that's cost him some credits. So unfortunately it's a defeat. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was a defeat, but it was a fighter badge for giddyliddy in the GW Tiger. She also managed to get her first Bombardier. Yes, it was her very first one, killing both the T100LT and the Black Dog, the M4190 Girlfriend, or GF. She also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. She got 5 exactly. And her win rate for the game was 1,087. Let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage. That actually went to the T110E4 that killed her with 4,223 hit points of damage. And the Udes 16, who was probably chasing her, actually had a Confederate. giddyliddy got 1,340 hit points of damage in that game. The high score on her team was that Object 261 with 2,882. Now, the highest number of kills in the game was actually giddyliddy with 4 and the T110E4 with 4. And after that, it was the M53, M55 with 3 kills. And then there was 3 tanks with 2 kills apiece, including the Object 261. And when it came to base XP, yes, I'm afraid it's that E4 again with 913 base experience points, 794 for the GWE 100, and 743 for the Udes 16. And giddyliddy managed 345. She fired 7 shots, got 1 direct hit, 0 penetrations, 5 splash. Now I think she killed both of those light tanks with splash, as well as the ELC Evan 90 as well. 1,340 hit points of damage, of which 839 were at more than 300 meters. She received 1 hit, it was a penetration, that was from the E4. She damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did 65 hit points of damage assistance, and caused 1 stun but didn't get any hit points off it. She earned 17,507 credits for the game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply, she actually made a loss of 11,890 credits. She received 517 XP, and there was no multipliers, so that's all she took away. So, a very nice first Bombardier. It's a bit of a pity, actually, you were in God mode at the time, so it was very difficult to see exactly what happened. Well, I will try, if I can, and make a small video showing exactly what happened at the other end as the shell impacted. I think I can probably do that using free camera. But certainly, it was surprising, actually, that you had so much time aiming and re-aiming at other targets instead of going after that Wizzy 120. I think if you focused on that hill on Temple Mount, you would have taken out that Wizzy 120 a lot quicker, a lot easier, because he was actually kept popping up in the same spot. And so you would have at least got 1 or 2 rounds into him, and possibly then Harry Spotter would have actually got an easy kill off him as well. But certainly in the end, I suppose you have to put it down to the fact that your guys in Heavy Alley weren't actually able to hold off the enemy horde, and they were able to push through. And although they did push through, you did get at least 1 good kill out of that moment. The Wizzy 120 on the other side of the battle, you managed to take him out at least with a very nice rear shot. So at least that's some consolation. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, hit that notification button, and thank you for watching.